lecture. And before I get into this very important live stream lecture, I really do want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters, my viewers, my subscribers. You know, whether you're subscribed or not, if you're viewing my channel, I just really do want to thank everyone for supporting my thought-provoking, motivational, educational YouTube channel for a little over 3 years now. So with that being said, let's get down to today's very important live stream lecture. The focus of this lecture is I'm going to acknowledge another major milestone, you know, as a content creator, as a business owner, or, you know, whatever goal you achieve, whether it's a YouTube goal or your own business goal or a personal goal, you know, it is so important to acknowledge those milestones along the way. And, you know, as early back in childhood, I always knew the importance of acknowledging steps and milestones along the way. I don't care if you're returning back to school or weight loss goal or whatever steps you achieve along the way as you go to the finish line is so important to acknowledge those milestones. So the focus of this specific milestone that I'm going to acknowledge that on July 19, 2023, I successfully have completed 850 video uploads on my YouTube channel. You know, I don't care what anyone say as a content creator, you know, rather you have one upload or 1 million upload or 850 video uploads, that is a tremendous feat. You know, because before you can get to 851, you got to get to 850. You know, that was a tremendous work behind the scene. For anyone who has been following my content, following my channel, you know, you probably have heard me say before, you know, I do a tremendous amount of research and due diligence behind the scene, behind every topic before I get in front of that camera. And that takes time, that takes effort, that takes dedication coming from Marie Holiday. You know, one of the key points that I want to share with the viewer, especially if you are a content creator, but one of the key pointers for me is, and I've said this before in prior uploads, you know, first of all, Marie Holiday, I am internally driven versus externally driven. I have been internally driven my entire life. You know, whatever goal that I have always wanted to achieve throughout life, even in early childhood, I have always been internally driven. Rather, it may have to be practicing for a race or studying for a test or learning a skill, you know, especially as a content creator. One of the main things that has helped me reach that 850 video upload is I am internally driven versus externally driven. I don't really care. I don't care about numbers, YouTube algorithms, or how many people watch my content or how many members I have, because I am internally driven. I create my content for me versus others. I'm not driven by the audience of many. I create my motivational, educational, inspiring, uplifting content that's drama-free, because that ties into the concept of my channel, that ties into the core of, in terms of who I am, to ensure that when I'm presenting something, I don't care if it's when the cameras are off, I don't care if it's in the business world or the community world, when I'm presenting information, I'm gonna make sure personally that it's information of value, that it's gonna be or educational or inspiring or motivation. I've been that way all my life. So the key concept is create your content for yourself versus an audience. You gotta understand and know the power of the audience of one. That's a biblical meaning to that, but there's also a general meaning in understanding the audience of one. And that audience of one is I create content also that's spiritually driven, that I know that's going to inspire, motivate, educate, and uplift the person and guided by the Spirit. That audience of one is guided by God. That audience of one is my audience, is me, versus the audience of the masses. Because for the minute you begin to change your brand and your concept and the core concept of your content based off the general masses, then for me, that ain't working for me. So understand and know the power of the audience of one. Create your content for yourself. Let your content be spiritually driven. That's going to inspire, motivate, educate, and uplift the listener. I will continue. That has played a big impact in terms of me being able to continue to keep my content in that particular uplifting motivational mode. Another key pointer that has helped me to reach this goal of 850 video uploads, and I hit that goal July 19, 2023, is I'm consistent. I'm consistent with my uploads. I have a routine. My routine works for me. And the routine is, especially throughout the week, first thing I do is do a short, get it out the way, and move on with my day. And if I'm guided by the Spirit to present a specific longer lecture, like I was guided by the Spirit to go ahead and present this milestone lecture, I'm going to present it, complete it, and go on about my day. And that's what I mean by a routine, because the cameras ain't rolling on Marie Holiday every day. You gotta have a balance. YouTube don't pay my bills. So what helps me is a routine and a balance. If I do a short or longer version of an upload, I present that information, I move on with the rest of my day or the rest of my week or whatever I have to do in my life in terms of maintaining my health or my household or etc. So that really does help in terms of understanding the importance of having a routine and a balance in having the ability to deplug, because YouTube should not be your life. I also understand the importance, especially when you know that audience of one is you and you're not driven by the masses. Also recognize and understand that you can cross support other YouTube content creators, but keep in mind that you got to have a balance for that also, because in reality, I can't be in everybody live, and I'm not going to be in everybody live. There are many ways you can cross support a content creator that you select to subscribe to their channel. There are so many ways you can cross support your other content creators. You can share their videos on your community wall, or you can listen to their shorts, give a thumbs up. There are some other creators that I really do support, and I get to also make a point to try to know them on a personal level, rather it's exchanging emails or their telephone numbers. So there's so many ways you can support someone, rather you are watching their shorts or longer version video, or share their content on your community wall. Support don't mean you got to be in there every live, because I got a life outside of YouTube. I got a household to run. I'm not quite retired yet. Then not only that, YouTube ain't my life. So understand that you can cross support and still maintain a balance. And that don't mean you got to be in everybody live, sucking up your time, and you're neglecting yourself or your exercise or your household or your kids or your families, because you don't want that to occur. And I'm here to tell you. Another key piece that has helped me meet this milestone of 850 uploads is I keep my channel in hobby mode. Because the minute as when you're a content creator, in the minute that it no longer feels like it's hobby mode, in the minute that you start feeling anxiety and stressed out because you're so focused on creating content or attending people's lives or doing live streams when it comes to the point where it feels like work and it's creating stress, you need to take a step back, and I'm here to tell you. So what works for me, I keep it in hobby mode. I'm here to tell you. And even after I fully retire, I'm going to keep it in hobby mode, because YouTube ain't Marie Holiday life, and I'm here to tell you. And don't forget, every milestone, whether it's a YouTube milestone or a personal milestone that you achieve or a goal that you're working on, acknowledge that milestone. And I'm here to tell you, because I'm so excited, to be honest with you, the listener. I'm so excited in terms of the trajectory path my hobby YouTube channel is going, and as I'm very close to hitting other milestones, be on the lookout in terms of being ready to hear those milestones that I'm hitting, and they're not all YouTube goals, and I'm here to tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, again, I do want to thank all of my supporters, my viewers, my members, my subscribers, for without you, this channel will not be where it is right now, and I recognize that. Without you, this channel will not be where it's at right now, and without Marie Holiday, with everything that I just talked about, understanding the power of being internally driven versus externally driven, and understanding that in reality, I create my content for audience of one, because when you do that, people will find you. People will find your content. You ain't got to be so worried about analytics and how many views you got or don't have. When you are consistent and internally driven in understanding the audience of one, people will find your content naturally, and I'm here to tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have. Simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.